So Vanuatu culture, they really cherish their families. Family is a big thing and really means so much to them. And so you'll have generations being together still in that one house or that one yard or village. And so that's what I really loved about them, is how much they cherish families, and what better way to help them be able to cherish them even more, but with the gospel. And so that's something that kind of drew them closer to wanting to know more of the gospel, is because we believe in eternal families, and that caught their attention. With the gospel and with their culture, those two kind of bump heads in a way. So they love their families, but some of their cultural things will get into their way of, becoming an eternal family, such as marriage. So marriage was a big thing you deal with daily as a missionary, and you want to help them be married, but the man probably don't have enough money to pay for the woman. So that's what they do still to this day, is the men have to pay for the woman, and it'll be like 80,000 Vanuatu, kind of like $8,000 in US money. And it's very expensive, and so that's what holds them back from getting married. They would pay them with even the cows and stuff like that. They use the animals a lot for, animals mean a lot in their culture, I guess. So you'll have like, say this family, they're the line of the flying fox. That's like a bat. Or there's a line of pigs. And so that'll kind of like help you know what tribe they're from or what island they're from, whose family they belong to, is through like their animals. They even use the animals to like give them a cultural name. So say this Papa, his name is John, but he also has another name because they gave it to him as he was young. They would like kill the pig, and then he'll be, or the cow, the bullock, and he'll be given his new cultural name. They call it like a custom name. So those are some interesting things, I guess, about the people and their culture. I admire how they're very giving. They're very giving. When someone's in need, they're quick to go and help their neighbor. And so if someone is, working and their child needs someone to, be looked after, they'll easily take that kid. And it's true when they say it takes a village to raise a kid, because they're living that quote. Another thing I love is how they would give, they would literally just give the shirt off their backs for anyone, even if they didn't know them. They'll give them the food that they have in their garden to anyone they think of. And those are things that I really admire of them, is their love. They love to serve because they love the Lord, as they're Christians. So holidays, when I first got there, Christmas was like not a thing, kind of. It wasn't very well celebrated as you would celebrate it here in the U.S. In the stores, you wouldn't find anything Christmassy, or just you didn't feel the Christmas spirit. But it was night and day from 2015 December from 2016 December. 2016 December, it was like a big thing. Christmas was a big deal. I don't know why or how. Maybe it was just because the Chinese stores were putting it out there and they felt the spirit, the Christmas spirit. But yeah, that was interesting. But I think from now on, the Christmases will be a lot more exciting. The biggest holiday that they love to celebrate would be their independence, and that's in December, the last week of December. And they pretty much celebrate that for the entire week, or even ongoing. They have big festivals at the big parks, and they just enjoy their time together. They do games, and they have a lot of food, and everyone just gathers together from different islands. They'll come to where the big festival is. So yeah, there are a lot of Chinese, being that they have their stores there. Um, you'll bump into some from Kiribati. You'll see some from Tonga. So just like once in a while, you'll meet all these people, and from different islands, and they're there because either for schooling or because their spouse. So there are a lot of people that will marry into Vanuatu. Like I know a Tuvalu family from Tuvalu, Tongan Samoans. Yeah, once in a while you'll see some French people. A lot of the schools have French speaking, so it's either English or French speaking. And then the younger kids, like preschool, they'll be still in just Bisama language. So yeah, those are the three languages they speak in school: Bisama, English, and French.